Alright, so what we have here is the new iPhone 5. I am going to show you how to make custom ringtones out of your own MP3 files. Because as we know, the only thing that we have that comes default on our iPhones is, everybody knows that one who's got an iPhone, because that's the default one. And then we've got ringtones like this, and we've got a little bit more, alert tones. Alright, so nobody wants those ringtones. Nobody uses those ringtones unless they just don't know how to use an iPhone. So, what we're going to do is show you how to make your own custom ringtones out of your own MP3s. So we open iTunes, and we need to take our own MP3s that we want to use as ringtones and throw them into, let's say we'll throw them into our ringtone playlist folder over here. Alright, now we can't use these as ringtones. Everybody should know that already because I'm sure everybody's tried this. So we're going to sync it, and I'm going to show you what we got. Alright, so now we're back in here. Let's try to change a ringtone. See, it's still just the same old ringtones. When we get a ringtone, it'll pop up in the list here. But what we do have is we have some pretty cool new music in our, in our ringtones playlist. These are the songs we want to be ringtones. So what we need to do now is we need to convert all of these files to AAC files. Currently they are MP3s, and MP3s cannot be ringtones. They have to be AAC formatted files. So what we'd like to do is just say create an MP3 version. Nope, we don't want to do that. We need to create an AAC version. Well, how do we change that so the AAC is in this list right here? We need to go to Preferences, and on the General tab it says when you insert a CD, ask to import CD, import settings. Well, import settings are basically the universal settings, not just the CD settings. So we're going to change this to AAC. And now we have create AAC version. So let's highlight all these, and we'll change all these to an AAC version. Okay, now, we're wondering if we sync it now, will these now be ringtones? No, they will not. We'll just have an MP3 version and an AAC version on our iPod or on our iPhone as just more audio. It'll be just doubles in that folder just like it is on our iTunes screen here. So what we need to do is we are going to just get rid of all these out of the folder, delete songs, keep files, and we're going to go to our iTunes Media, Music, and for some reason it puts it all in there. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get rid of all of these MP3 files because we no longer need those. So now all we have left with is the M4As. Now, an M4A is an MPEG for audio, but we want to change that to M4R. So we will change the name to Best of Both Worlds M4R. It asks you if you want to keep it. You choose use M4R. Same thing here, change it to M4R. Keep it. We want to use M4R. Now, what we want to do from here is we're going to put all of these newly created M4R files, we're going to drag them into our music, and it will automatically sort them into the correct folder based on the file type. Well, they're not in music folder, so they must be in the tones folder. And if we go to info, we see that it is the kind, it says ringtone right here. So now we are going to go to our iPhone summary. We're going to go to tones, make sure that we highlight that or they won't sync when we try to sync the phone. And it's syncing. So in just a moment, we will have some new ringtones. Now let's go back to our iPhone and see how we did. We're going to go to good old John Doe here, edit, go down to default ringtone, and we're going to change it. And now we have all of the ringtones that we just made and synced with our phone. So we're going to choose, let's say, 16 tons.
You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day.
And that is our new ringtone for Mr. John Doe, as we can see. So I hope this helped you make your own custom ringtones. It's really not as difficult as they want you to think it is, because they, don't like for you to use your own. They want you to buy them. But as long as you keep them between 20 and 30 seconds, safely is about 20. These were all about 19 or 20 seconds apiece. Then you can pretty much make your own ringtones out of pretty much anything. And you can download audio editing applications all over the internet to help you shrink these songs down. Although there is a quick way to do it in here. I'm going to take one of these songs, and if I wanted to change how long it was, I could go right here and change the duration from 0 to 22 seconds down to, if I wanted to, 20 seconds. And we'll add a little bit extra on there. And now it's only going to play about 20 seconds worth of that song. It still says 22 because that's how long the file is, but it will only be 21 seconds. So I hope that helped you, and happy ringtone making.